welcome to Thorough Newspaper Analysis, which is brought to you by Law Seekho. So today we will be discussing two articles, both are from the Indian Express. The first article is the significance of Gandhi's Dandi March, which basically tells about the small nuances about the Dandi March, which actually marked the beginning of the basically the civil disobedience movement, and what was the importance of this particular Dandi March has been discussed in this article. And the second one, reading the law that maintains status quo in places of worship. Basically, this talks about the Places of Worship Act and what are the recent, things or the recent controversies attached to this particular act. And finally, we have the news and flash column for a prelims exam. So if you're preparing for CLAT, you can definitely have a look at the Project Maverick. The link is there in the description box. So it is a very nominal course for just for ₹100. You can enroll yourself for it. Also, you can participate in the CLAT daily quiz, which we actually prepare an MCQ quiz from the Hindu newspaper. So even if you're preparing for other exams also, you can definitely take up this quiz. Also, before we begin with today's discussion, there is a very, very important announcement that from within a week, the thorough newspaper analysis, both for Hindi and English, will not be available on this main Law Seekho channel. So please make sure that you are subscribing to other channels that are our sister channels. For both Hindi and English, you can subscribe to our Law Seekho Judiciary Test Prep channel. For also, you can subscribe Law Seekho CLAT Prep channel, and only for Hindi ones, you can subscribe for Law Seekho Hindi channel. The links to all these three channels will be available in the description box below. Please make sure that you're subscribing to these channels. Otherwise, you will not be updated with the coming TNAs in the coming days because they will not be available on Law Seekho main channel. With this, let's see what is the multiple choice question from yesterday's discussion. Sindhu Sadhana is a voyage in the Indian Ocean, South China Sea, Pacific Ocean, or Arabian Sea. You can write down your answer in the comment section below. This is the descriptive question for the day. What was the significance of Dandi March in the Indian struggle for independence? With this, let's start the first discussion, which is about Gandhi's Dandi March. So basically, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has flagged off a symbolic reenactment of the Mahatma Gandhi's iconic march to launch Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is actually to mark 75 years of independence. So it is almost like a symbolic, redoing of the same Dandi March, which was taken up by Gandhiji in the year 1930. So basically, what was about the march? So it was a tax resistance campaign against the British monopoly over salt from March 12 to April 15, 1930. So it was an 1882 act mandated that the Indians had to buy the salt from British, though it was freely available on the coast, specifically if we talk about Gujarat. If we talk about, in Rajasthan also, in many areas bordering Gujarat also, they were available. So all these areas, the salt were usually, so though it was freely available on the coast, still Indians could not use that particular salt and they had to pay taxes to the British and then buy that salt from the British. So to break that monopoly on the British, basically it was a symbol of breaking the rules, and thus we have in hand what we have, the civil disobedience movement, and thus it marked the beginning of the civil disobedience movement, and it was the biggest mass movement since non-corporation movement that was called off following the Chauri Chaura incident of 1922. Now, as we know that the non-cooperation movement, as it was brought by Gandhiji, so it was totally on the lines of non-violence. But when the followers of this particular non-cooperation movement as well had gotten themselves into the Chauri Chaura incident of 1922, wherein they had burned a police station in Chauri Chaura in Uttar Pradesh, wherein 22 or 23 policemen they had actually burned alive. So that actually was not entertained by Gandhiji at all, and thus he had called off the non-cooperation movement. But then later, after the Dandi March, the successful Dandi March, and after manufacturing the salt on his own and tasting it on his own, Gandhiji had launched the civil disobedience movement. So the impact was very much severe that the British arrested more than 95,000 people, and even Gandhiji was taken to the Yerwada Central Jail in Pune, and the illegal manufacturing and sale of salt was accompanied by boycott of foreign cloth and liquor. So it was not just the salt but also the foreign cloth and liquor which was boycotted by the people at large. So these are the articles that were published back then. Mr. Gandhi and his volunteers break the salt law, Dandi Satyagrah. Then inspiring example. So it is an excerpt from that time of April 17, 1930 Times of India. So you can have a look at this too. And this was from here. It was complete from the Gandhi ashram over here. in Gujarat, you can also see this moving towards the Dandi in Gujarat. So this was the long journey which was taken up by this, by 266-kilometer journey which was taken up in the Dandi March. Let's see the second article for the day, which talks about Places of Worship Act. So Supreme Court has summoned the center to respond to a plea challenging the Places of Worship Special Provisions Act 1991. Now let's see what is this particular law. So it was passed by PV Narasimha Rao led government, the Congress government back then. The objective of this particular act is an act to prohibit conversion of any place of worship and to provide for the maintenance of the religious character of any place of worship as it existed on 15th of August 1947 and for matters connected therewith. So basically, Places of Worship Act, in the general scenario, it provides that it will prohibit the conversion of any place of worship and to provide for the maintenance of religious character of any place of worship. So for example, it says that if a particular thing, like for example, if a particular place of worship was a temple on the date of 15th August of 1947, so it will remain to stay as such, and it will also safeguard the maintenance of the religious character of that particular place. But it also mentions that it does not apply to Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid, which is Section 5 provides so, because it was there in dispute, but now obviously it has been solved by the Supreme Court, but it did not apply to Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid. And the ancient and historical monument or an archaeological site are covered by Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958. So basically, to maintain the sanctity of such historical monuments, so it said that it would not apply to the ancient and historical monuments as well. And then a suit finally settled or disposed of or settled by the parties or conversion of any place took if the conversion of any place took place by the acquiescence before commencement of the particular act. So if any particular settlement or disposing of had been taken place before the commencement of this particular act in 1991, so that would also not apply to it. So let's see that why particular law is under challenge. There are two grounds. Firstly, it says that it violates secularism because it actually is giving way too much of protection to a particular place of worship, even beyond it is needed, and thus it is violating secularism. And second, the cutoff date of is arbitrary, irrational, and retrospective. So 1991 is the cutoff date is actually very irrational as per the contentions of this particular plea. Let's see what the Supreme Court has to say in this regard. So for the news in flash, let's see the Desert Flag 6 exercise. So it is an annual multinational large force employment warfare exercise hosted by United Arab Emirates Air Force. So it is to be held from March 3 to 32. Please consider this cannot be 32. This might be 31 at Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE. So Indian Air Force will participate for the first time along with the air forces from UAE, US, France, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, and Bahrain. So all you have to keep in mind is that Desert Flag 6 exercise is the exercise being hosted by UAE. These are the participants, and India also is a participant. Now here, as you can see, this country is United Arab Emirates, and thus it is hosting the Desert Flag 6 exercise. Then the designer of Indian flag. So CM of Andhra Pradesh has recently sought Bharat Ratna Award for the designer of the Indian national flag. So who was he? Pingali Venkaya, who hails from Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh. So the design was presented to Mahatma Gandhi during his visit to Vijayawada on April 1st, 1921. So obviously it will be, if at all this will be awarded, so it will be awarded posthumously, that is after his death. So who was the designer of the Indian national flag? It was Pingali Venkaya. So this was all for the day. Thank you so much for staying tuned with LawSikho. If in case you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, please join our Telegram group. The link is there in the description box below. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to our other channels if you want to get updated with the thorough newspaper analysis on a daily basis. Thank you so much.